Now, preliminary findings of an investigation into a Singapore Airlines flight that was hit by severe turbulence last week have been released. You'll remember one person died of a suspected heart attack and dozens were injured when the flight from London to Singapore hit that turbulence. Now, a rapid changing gravitational force and a 54-metre altitude drop is said to have caused the injuries. Well, let's go live to Monica Miller, who is in Singapore with the very latest. So, Monica, what does this early report say actually happened?
Yeah, well, Singapore transportation officials have been able to map out the timeline, having evaluated the voice recorder that was on the plane. And this is what it showed, that shortly before the aircraft encountered this extreme turbulence, it was flying around 37,000 feet in the air, and it was on autopilot over around the south of Myanmar. While managing this airspeed at around 7 hours, 49 minutes, 32 seconds into the flight, a pilot was heard calling out that people should fasten their seatbelts and to switch the sign on. About 8 seconds later, that's when there was this rapid and extreme change in gravitational force. As you mentioned, within 4.6 seconds, the altitude dropped 178 feet. The report says that this caused unbelted passengers to become airborne due to that severe turbulence that flung passengers and crew around in the cabin, some of them slamming into the ceiling. Now, in the midst of the sequence of the rapid changes, recorded data also shows that the pilots then turned off the autopilot function and initiated control to stabilize the aircraft. And very shortly after that, they had called medical crews and made plans for an emergency landing in Bangkok.
Now, a lot of people were injured in this. I see that Singapore Airlines saying that they are covering medical and hospital expenses. As far as we know, are people still in hospital after this incident?
Indeed. We understand that there are currently about 28 passengers who were still hospitalized in Bangkok. Now, Thai medical officials say that among those who initially had been hospitalized, and these are some of those patients, they have spinal cord injuries and some brain and skull damage as well. As you mentioned, one person lost his life, a 73-year-old man, and many have suffered injuries.
Monica Miller live in Singapore with the very latest on that report out into that turbulence that hit that Singapore Airlines flight. Thank you very much.